October 28, 2022, Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. 7 friends checked into a villa called Casa Linda. They were there for a birthday trip. The house had 6 bedrooms, an ocean view, and a private pool. By the next day, one of them was dead. Her name was Shankela Robinson. She was 25 years old and ran 2 small businesses in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was known for her independence and her loyalty to the people she called friends. The same people who went with her to Mexico would come home without her. Their first night was typical of a vacation. They drank, laughed, and posted clips online. The group looked relaxed, unaware of how those same videos would later become evidence in a homicide case. Saturday morning, everything changed. At 2:13 p.m., a doctor from a local hospital arrived at the villa after receiving a call about an unresponsive guest. The doctor found Shankela lying on the floor, barely breathing. She had swelling around her face and struggled to move her limbs. The report said her friends claimed she had been drinking heavily and needed an IV. The doctor stayed for almost 3 hours, administering CPR and trying to stabilize her. At 3:15 p.m., she was declared dead. The group called her family in North Carolina. They said she had died of alcohol poisoning. That was the story everyone repeated. It didn't match what the body would later reveal. When Shankela's body arrived home, her family immediately noticed bruising around her face and back. The autopsy confirmed the worst. Her neck was broken. Her spine was fractured. She had no fatal level of alcohol in her system. The cause of death was listed as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Within days, a video surfaced online. It appeared to show one of the women attacking Shankela inside the villa. The footage spread across social media. She was clearly defenseless. Others stood by and recorded. No one stepped in. The same friends who claimed she died from drinking were the ones seen in that clip. By then, they were already back in the United States. They left Mexico less than 24 hours after her death, leaving her body behind. None of them reported the assault to Mexican police. As the video spread, public anger grew. People demanded answers. Her name trended across platforms for weeks. News outlets in both the US and Mexico began to reconstruct the timeline. Friday night, arrival and dinner. Saturday morning, assault recorded on video. Saturday afternoon, death confirmed by local doctor. Sunday morning, the group flew home. Each friend gave conflicting statements to Shankela's family. Some claimed she fell. Others said she passed out. None of it matched the evidence. By mid-November, Mexican authorities classified the case as femicide, a charge applied when a woman is killed because of her gender. Prosecutors identified the aggressor as Dijanai Jackson and issued an arrest warrant. Mexico sent a formal request for extradition to the United States. Her family held press conferences demanding justice. They said Shankela had trusted these people like family, and now they were living freely while her daughter was in a grave. The case drew attention from national civil rights groups and online activists who tracked the suspect's movements and reposted updates daily. Mexico's Attorney General said the evidence was strong enough to prosecute, including the assault video, witness statements, and the autopsy results. The U.S. Department of Justice said it was reviewing the request. Weeks turned into months. Nothing happened. In early 2023, the FBI opened a parallel investigation through its Charlotte field office. Agents interviewed several members of the Cabo group and reviewed the autopsy. They collected phone records, travel documents, and medical reports. Still, no charges followed. Shankela's parents traveled to Washington, D.C. to meet with federal officials. They wanted to understand why an American citizen could be beaten to death on video, and yet no one was being held accountable. The answer they got was jurisdiction. The attack happened on Mexican soil, and Mexico needed U.S. cooperation to extradite. Without that, the case would remain in limbo. Meanwhile, the public pressure didn't stop. Hashtags demanding justice for Shanquella appeared across platforms. Activists called it an example of how crimes against black women are often ignored until social media forces attention. In late 2023, her mother announced that the family had hired international attorneys to petition for diplomatic action. They submitted letters to both governments asking for updates on the extradition process. Mexico said the request was still active. The U.S. gave no timeline. In April 2024, the FBI released a statement saying it had closed its investigation. It said there was insufficient evidence to pursue federal charges under U.S. law. That decision ended any chance of prosecution on American soil. For the Robinson family, that closure meant nothing. Her mother said she couldn't understand how a video showing an assault, followed by a broken neck, wasn't enough evidence of a crime.
But I was disappointed because the simple fact is that they had enough evidence due to the video that was online, and they said it wasn't enough evidence, but I don't believe. And then they said that they don't know what was the cause of her death.
She said the people who went to Cabo were supposed to protect her daughter, not destroy her. In Charlotte, supporters continued to hold annual marches marking the day she died. Her name appeared on banners and shirts with the phrase, "Justice for Shanquella." News coverage followed each event, but the investigation stayed frozen. The villa in Cabo where it happened has since been rented many times. Tourists swim in the same pool, unaware of the history attached to those walls. For the family, it remains a crime scene without accountability. Law experts say cases like this expose the weakness of cross-border justice. When Americans commit crimes abroad, prosecutions depend on cooperation, not just evidence. If one country hesitates, justice can collapse entirely. 2 years later, no one has been charged. Mexico still considers the case open. The United States considers it closed. Between those two positions lies the truth that never reached a courtroom. What happened to Shanquella Robinson is more than an unsolved crime. It is an open wound between two legal systems that refuse to meet in the middle. Each side insists the other has the power to act. Neither does. Her death showed how quickly loyalty can turn into betrayal, and how easily justice can be buried under paperwork and distance. Her family still waits for one phone call, the one that says someone will finally be held accountable. That call has never come. Justice stalled at the border. The truth didn't.